why invest in dividends and why invest in dividends globally? At BlackRock, we believe that if you can invest in the right sort of quality stocks that pay dividends and you hold them for the long term, you can capture the upside of the equity market with a reliable income that grows over time, but do it with meaningfully less risk. So what does really a dividend-paying stock mean? This is a company that, having grown, having paid for its growth, having paid its employees, invested in new capital, has still got cash left over. And they can choose to do lots of different things with that. And one of them may be to return that cash to you as the owner of the company. So this is much more than just getting an income from the company. This is about the quality of a company that is able to grow and give you cash. Now, to do that, you need to find a very unique sort of company. And it's really, for us, a focus on quality. And quality is something very important to us at BlackRock. So what we're looking for is companies that, in whatever environment, be it a strong economic growth or a weak economic growth, are able to grow. They're able to generate growth because they have new machines that they sell, and they then sell aftermarket into the future. Because they're exposed to fast-growing areas, things like the emerging market consumer. Or they have products that they can price. Now, these are products that you might use every day, that if you go to the shop and discover that they cost 2 or 3% more than they did last year, that's fine. You go and buy them. You don't stop feeding your pet. You don't stop taking your drugs. That pricing power is really important. But we're in these stocks for the long run. We're not trying to speculate over 6 months. We want to hold these stocks for long periods of time. And to be realistic, we don't know what happens in the future. So we want stocks that are able to withstand bad news. If there's another financial crisis, we want companies that are still going to be able to grow that dividend and pay you that cash that's going to be this reliable income into the future. So we look for companies that are not particularly economically sensitive, who have resilient business models, that are able to manage costs, manage their cash, and keep paying you that dividend. And finally, we look for a culture of management. And BlackRock is a phenomenal company for this because it allows us to meet companies' management. You know, we're the largest asset manager in the world. We get unparalleled access to these companies. So we can sit down and discuss with the management, what are we doing with this cash? What are they going to do with the cash when they generate it? They then return it to us, and that's really important. So we put those three things together, the strength, the resilience, and the cash return, and that gives us our concept of quality. And then what we do is we scour the globe. There aren't many of these phenomenally high-quality companies that meet all three characteristics in the world. So we go global. BlackRock has a great presence around the world, and we use that presence to find these companies, whether they be toll road operators in Brazil, or they could be telecoms operators in Taiwan. You know, some of these will be brands you know, some of them won't. And we go and we invest in them for the long run. And the long run is important. Because in the short run, lots of people trying to speculate on markets, it's very difficult to know what's going to happen. But the key thing is if you focus on the long run, you end up with lower risk. You end up with a consistent income. So the dividend is more than just the check you receive in the mail. It's more than just that regular income that you can use. A dividend, even if you look at it in the right way, is a sign of quality. It's a sign that the company is operating well, it's growing, and it's returning cash to you, the shareholder, who are, after all, the ultimate owner of the company.